This video is about a white belt's jiu-jitsu journey. We're looking to compete in December. My name's Lee Turnbull. It's my wife.
Heidi.
We live in Long Beach, California. I'm obviously not American. I'm from London, England.
I'm from Northern California.
Loosen up, bro. Loosen up. We've been training for like 9 months. Looking to compete in December. And when looking online, there's not really much content I remember when I first started training, there's not much. You know, I wanted to know, when are you ready? What should you be doing? What is a competition like? You know, all these questions as a new white belt, or as somebody just wanting to compete. And everything online is crap. So we wanted to make something that's hopefully informative and interesting to watch. About us starting Jiu-Jitsu, we wanted to start Jiu-Jitsu actually well over a year ago. Last year we went backpacking. We'd saved up for 5 years, went backpacking for just under 6 months, India and Nepal. And we were super excited on the way back. So like, we want to start Jiu-Jitsu. You know, we'd watched a lot of UFC, MMA, and we loved the ground aspect of the sport and wanted to get into Jiu-Jitsu. 2 days back in America, we had a really, really bad car accident. Both nearly died. Flipped the car about 12-15 times on the freeway. Both were transported to the trauma center, and it took a while for us to feel like we can start exercising, and you know, our bodies took a long time to heal. Not only physically, it took us a long time to mentally heal. Death is staring right in your face. It healed, but to have the courage to start doing physical activity again, it took a while, but a few months later we were good to go. For those that don't know, what is Jiu-Jitsu? I think that's important. I like to describe it as we are having a fight until someone loses consciousness or quits, but we're not allowed to kick or punch. That's it, that's Jiu-Jitsu. Starting
out Jiu-Jitsu, we didn't think we wanted to compete. It wasn't even something that we thought about. We just wanted Jiu-Jitsu to learn the technique, the martial art. So we started about 8-9 months ago doing Jiu-Jitsu, and we were just kind of filling out gyms, see what we liked. We tried the Jiu-Jitsu league, and after one day we were like, okay, this is going to be our Jiu-Jitsu home.
My name is Kevin Howell. I'm a Jiu-Jitsu black belt under Andre Galvao for Team Atos. There's an undoubted benefit to doing tournaments. It's a lot more stressful than in the academy, and I think it actually benefits your training because you're really focused and you have a goal set in mind when you start coming to class. You know, Heidi and Lee are doing a tournament coming up. You know, I think both are very skilled. Heidi, she's been one of the quicker people to like really grasp Jiu-Jitsu. Same thing with Lee. Both are very feisty, both fight very well, both try to improve. It really, I mean, I would expect both of them to do well, and that I think both will fight hard. I try to work on people within the breadth of an entire class on their individual strategies, but more importantly, I like to see them foster a little bit more determination in their training. There's no doubt how important it is to be physically prepared, to be strong enough, to have a muscular endurance, and to have stamina is probably your greatest asset when you start competing. I think knowing the athletic level of both, I think they'll do very well. And I think whatever happens, they'll be able to pull something out of it.
Getting ready for 6:30 a.m. Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes.
2 weeks out from the tournament.
The Jiu-Jitsu League. What's up, Aaron?
Good morning.
I've not said this to her, but I think she'll win it. If she doesn't win it, she'll lose to the person who wins it. Drill session. Doors open. Making dinner for tonight. I'm going to roast some peppers and tomatoes, spaghetti squash as a substitute for normal spaghetti.
Yum! Back again, here I am.
Well, my name's Adam Nadal. I've been studying for about 9 years or so. I'm a brown belt here at Jiu Jitsu League / Long Beach Atos. You don't realize how beautiful the moment is until you're past the moment, often in life, and this is one of the moments I think people who compete don't get to take a chance to really internalize and realize how beautiful the moment is, because you have literally taken a step to do something that most people on earth won't dare to do, can't do, and just don't want a piece of.
I feel calm. I'm in the zone, I'm ready.
So you've already proven yourself just by stepping out there.
The first few exchanges were incredibly intense. You got that advice before your first ever tournament that people feel stronger, and that certainly was the case. I remember I got so tired during the match that wanting to come up and sweep him, I just didn't have the energy. And by the end of the match, I really felt that I'd lost. You know, I wanted to explode and pass his guard, but when the referee then told us that we were going into overtime, I was, I guess, pleasantly surprised that we'd actually tied the match. Going into overtime, I was really close to getting this takedown. I really felt that I had him, but as he sprawled, his knee came up and busted me right in the nose, so the match stopped for a few minutes. And after that, I was completely gassed.
That's my advice to white belts, is just be okay with being nervous, be okay with being scared, step out there anyway, and just do the best that you can do. If you win, cool. If you lose, you learn something really cool, and you're gonna be able to come back here and fix those holes. The only way you're gonna, in my mind, you really get to see how good your jiu-jitsu is by fighting against your peers in a real scenario.
So during my bronze medal match, I wasn't able to implement anything as he shot on me straight away. But once I sprawled on him, then pulled into closed guards, I knew that I felt stronger than him. And I feel very, very confident in closed guard. I feel like I've got a lot of tools there. So I wasn't really trying to finish the guillotine, I was just trying to kind of gas him out. I tried a couple of different sweeps to feel him, but as soon as I felt him sit up and relax, I went for the hip bump sweep, which is my go-to. Once I was mounted on him, he didn't feel that he could buck me off. And once I felt his chin come up, that's when I stuck in the Ezekiel and I just yanked as hard as I could. Being at the tournament, you notice that a lot of the matches go into decisions and points, so it felt so good to actually finish a match with a submission. It felt really, really good.
My first match, I was pretty nervous. I didn't really know what to expect, so I just went with what I trained, going straight into pulling guard. And then I ended up being in close guard pretty much the entire match. I tried everything. I tried sit-up sweeps over and over, and she just came at me with ferociousness and ferocity that I'd never felt before. So that really put the fire in me, and I really was trying to fight to get a submission or get a sweep, and I just didn't. I didn't get it. So we were tied in points for overtime, and I looked at my coaches, and they said, you have to go for the takedown. That is not my game plan, but I totally went for it, and I did it. I don't know why or how, but it happened. So for my second match, I had watched her before I knew that pulling guard would work. So I went straight for pulling guard, went into my closed guard just as planned. Paige was strong. She was smashing me, she was strong. I knew she was strong, but I didn't think she was stronger than I was. At one point, she got really, really close to passing my guard, and I was so freaked out. was like, don't pass my guard. I was trying everything. Tried to retain guard, retain guard, retain guard. And I did it. She didn't get points and I got my guard back. And that was one of my proudest moments. After that, I tried an armbar. It didn't quite work. I got stacked. She did a really good job of stacking me. And I looked over at Lee and he said, put your foot on her head. I thought he meant triangle. He didn't, but it worked. I went for the triangle. I kept getting caught up and I swept her. And I got the points here for the sweep. She tried to finish me in the end and I just held off. They said, don't move, don't move, don't move, and I didn't. And I won. When I was competing, of course I came in with a game plan. When it comes down to it, you kind of just fall back on your training and your instincts. It never goes according to plan. I think that's the scary part of competing is how do you react to situations that are uncomfortable. A white belt should compete because you're such a beginner. I think it's good to jump into the pool early before you get too freaked out about it. But also, we are beginners. We don't know what we don't know yet. Competing helps us learn even just a touch what our strength might be. I had no idea what my strength was before competing. So now I kind of have an idea what my strengths are.
I'm very proud of the achievement, not the achievement of winning a bronze medal, nothing like that. The achievement of just doing it. The achievement of going against another man my size, my weight, and having the balls to go in and fight. And it's something I'll look back on, and I'd highly recommend any white belt to go and do it because you're only going to learn on what you need to improve on, and I certainly have.